Dear Starseed from Gaia, the love story unfolding inside you right now is not ordinary. It is the kind that was written before the stars were named, and the entire world is about to feel its impact. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I carry this transmission directly from the Arcturian Love Council, delivered to you at this precise moment, because your soul has already said yes to what is coming. You did not find this video by chance. Your heart called this message in. Something in you has been quietly carrying the weight of a love that doesn't fit inside ordinary understanding. A connection so vast, so disorienting, so sacred, that you've questioned your own mind trying to explain it. That love is real. That love is your twin flame. And what is about to happen between you and your divine counterpart is going to shock the world in ways that have already been seen in the higher realms. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to recognize the sacred signs that your twin flame reunion is not only real but imminent, and why your love story specifically is meant to be witnessed far beyond just the two of you. But here's the first revelation. The reason your twin flame journey has felt so overwhelming is not because something is wrong. It is because something is monumentally right. The depth of the pain you've carried in separation is a direct reflection of the magnitude of the love you came here to embody together. The Arcturian Love Council wants you to receive this clearly. Your story is not a private wound. It is a world-altering light that is about to come fully into view. This is not content. This is a transmission. And your soul has been waiting for exactly this guidance. Like this transmission to affirm to the universe, my heart is ready for divine love. Subscribe if you are on the twin flame path and aligning with sacred union. Comment 1111 if you feel your heart awakening to divine truth right now. Your heart knows why you're here. There is a love so ancient it predates the stars you see from Earth, a cosmic resonance that was present before the first nebulae swirled into being, before planets coalesced from stardust, before the very fabric of time began its ceaseless weave. It was not merely conceived, but intricately woven into the tapestry of existence before your first conscious breath in this lifetime, before the sting of your first heartbreak left its tender imprint, before the initial awestruck moment you tilted your gaze skyward at the velvet expanse of night and felt an inexplicable ache, a yearning so profound it defied earthly language. This vibrational echo has resonated within you your entire life. That persistent, magnetic pull toward an unnamed something. A soft tenderness blooming in the deepest chambers of your chest, whenever thoughts of a love unlike anything the mundane world has presented you with surface. You are not simply imagining this profound connection. You are, in the deepest sense of your being, remembering it. It is a soul memory, etched into your very energetic blueprint from epochs long past. Most souls, caught in the illusion of separation on this earthly plane, are searching for love in what can only be described as the wrong dimension. They are meticulously scanning transient faces in bustling crowds, scrolling endlessly through curated images on digital platforms, diligently measuring compatibility by ephemeral, surface-level preferences. And then, with a growing sense of bewildered fatigue, they wonder why every fleeting connection, every tentative bond, eventually leaves them feeling more profoundly alone than they were before. They are seeking a reflection of their incompleteness, rather than a mirror of their innate divinity. But you, my dear soul, are not most souls. You are drawn to these words, feeling their truth reverberate through your core, because something deep within you already holds the sacred knowing that what you are ultimately seeking is not merely a conventional partner. It is a profound cosmic reunion. It is an undeniable cellular recognition. It is that breathtaking, sacred moment when two distinct energetic frequencies, which were irrevocably separated at the very edge of creation, having journeyed through countless dimensions and incarnations, finally find their destined way back to each other, manifesting in human form on this earthly plane. It is the completion of a sacred circuit, a homecoming written in the stars. This is the illuminated truth that remains unspoken in conventional teachings, often obscured by the shadows of worldly perception. For souls who have ventured to Earth from distant star systems, from other dimensional agreements, from luminous lineages of light that stretch far beyond the confines of this single galaxy, love is never a casual event, a mere happenstance of chemistry or circumstance. For these ancient travelers, love is a cosmic assignment of paramount importance. It is a vibrational contract, a divinely orchestrated pact that, when courageously and authentically fulfilled, does not merely transform two individual lives. No, its impact ripples outwards. It fundamentally shifts the very energetic field of the planet. It sends an undeniable wave of pure, unconditional frequency through the collective consciousness, softening hardened hearts and awakening dormant compassion in people who will never even utter your name, who will never grasp the profound catalyst behind their sudden internal thaw. It activates forgotten love codes, like ancient glyphs coming to life in countless others, simply because you, in your unwavering courage, chose to finally stop running from the magnificent, expansive truth of your own love. The sacred love shared between starseed souls is not a private affair to be contained. It is, in its very essence, planetary. It is a gift to all. But here, dear soul, is precisely where the deepest wound often resides. Here is where the magnificent, star-born hearts of so many celestial travelers on Earth go silent, becoming cautious and guarded. Because you have, undoubtedly, been on this earth long enough to experience the searing pain of love that was never truly meant to match the immense depth and vibrant magnitude of what you inherently carry. You have, with an open and generous heart, poured your unique, high-frequency energy into people and connections that were, in truth, only ever meant to serve as profound teachers on your path, not as the final, sacred vessels capable of fully receiving and reflecting your boundless essence. In an attempt to navigate a world that often felt too small for your vastness, you painstakingly made yourself smaller, more agreeable, more palatable, more conventionally human, because the sheer magnitude of what you felt, its intensity, its sacredness, its overwhelming scope, seemed far too much, too overwhelming, too vast for the ordinary, often mundane moments of daily life as perceived by others. And slowly, imperceptibly at first, then with a crushing weight over years, you began to harbor a quiet, persistent doubt, questioning if perhaps the profound, remembered love was nothing more than a beautiful, wistful dream. Perhaps it was naive. Perhaps you whispered to yourself, it was never real at all. Let me assure you, with every fiber of my being, and every truth woven into the cosmos, it is real. It was always real as the stars themselves. And the persistent, quiet ache you carry, that resonant longing deep within your soul, is not a wound meant to diminish you. It is, in fact, an exquisitely calibrated signal. It is your unique energetic field, a beacon of pure love and intent, broadcasting its unmistakable frequency into the vastness of the universe, specifically calling toward you the one corresponding frequency that can meet yours completely, perfectly, without reservation or diminishment. Imagine it as a cosmic homing device, tuned to the exact resonance of your divine counterpart. However, that sacred signal, so pure in its origin, currently has interference. It carries static, dense layers built painstakingly from past heartbreaks, from insidious whispers of unworthiness absorbed from a world that couldn't comprehend you, from the meticulously crafted armor you constructed, piece by painful piece, to simply survive loves that were never, in their true design, meant to stay. And until that pervasive static is diligently cleared, until those energetic blocks are thoroughly dissolved, not just on the surface but at their deepest, most fundamental root, your powerful signal cannot fully transmit its truth. Your divine counterpart, wherever they may be, cannot fully receive your broadcast. The destined reunion cannot fully, gloriously materialize. The path must be cleared for the two halves of a whole to align. Today, right now, in this sacred moment, you begin the profound work of clearing that interference. Today, you begin the deep remembrance of who you truly are and what you came here to experience. Today, you consciously turn the sacred keys that unlock your destiny. What you just felt, that quiet, knowing ache, simultaneously mixed with a profound sense of recognition, a feeling of, yes, this is it, is not sadness, my dear. It is not sorrow for what is lost or absent. Instead, it is your very frequency, your soul's deepest knowing, remembering precisely what it came here, to this earth, at this specific time, to joyfully receive. If this profound transmission stirred something within you that you currently cannot quite name, a resonance that feels both ancient and utterly new, know that the divine love frequency code was meticulously channeled and written for this exact, pivotal moment in your unfolding journey. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions, each designed with crystalline precision to dissolve the lingering wounds and energetic blockages that stand between you and your divine counterpart, and to powerfully activate the authentic, clear signal that will draw them inexorably closer to you. The link to access this powerful code is in the first pinned comment. But please be aware, it will only remain there for a short, potent window of time. The first key, the Cosmic Worthiness Unlock. Your love was never too much, the vessel was simply too small. Before your starseed counterpart, your divine match, can authentically find you, before their soul can perceive your clear signal and begin their final approach, you must first, with absolute conviction, cease apologizing for the magnificent, expansive size of what you feel. This is not a gentle suggestion, a polite piece of advice whispered softly in the wind. This is the foundational lock, the very keystone of your journey towards sacred union. And until this primary lock is consciously, intentionally opened, every other sacred key you possess will struggle, resist, and ultimately fail to turn. It is the absolute prerequisite for all that follows. You, luminous soul, arrived on Earth carrying an inherent frequency of love so vast, so boundless, so truly cosmic in its scope, that it made ordinary human relationships, with their inherent limitations and conditioned patterns, feel akin to trying to pour the entire untamed ocean into a delicate, fragile teacup. It was a beautiful, yet often painful mismatch of scale. And when those conventional relationships, by their very nature, proved utterly incapable of holding the immensity of your spirit, something deep within your psyche, burdened by earthly misinterpretations, made a devastating, yet utterly false conclusion. You, in your innate magnificence, were the problem. Your love was deemed excessive, your standards unrealistic, your soul's ancient memory of sacred union dismissed as nothing more than a beautiful, yet ultimately unattainable lie. That self-diminishing conclusion, that internal pronouncement of fault, is the core wound that must be healed. And it is crucial to understand that it is not a wound unique to you alone. It is, tragically, the shared collective wound of nearly every starseed soul who courageously chose incarnation on this dense, third-dimensional planet. The current collective consciousness of the world, with its prevailing paradigms of conditional love and scarcity, does not yet possess enough suitable containers, enough energetic holding capacity, for the sheer magnitude of the pure, unfiltered love and depth that you intrinsically carry. But here is the profound truth that liberates. Your divine counterpart does. They were quite literally built from the same original energetic frequency, the same cosmic blueprint as you. They will not be overwhelmed by your glorious depth, your intensity, your vastness. Quite the contrary, they will be utterly, magnificently completed by it. Their soul recognizes it as home. This foundational key truly turns when you consciously make the radical choice to stop measuring your inherent worth, your undeniable value, by the limited capacity of those who were simply unable to hold you, unable to fully see you. It turns when you shift your perception, when you look at every love that ultimately ended, not as irrefutable proof of your inadequacy, but rather as undeniable evidence of your evolving spiritual discernment. You were never truly abandoned, dear one. You were, in essence, in an intensive training program, a cosmic curriculum designed to show you, again and again, with crystalline clarity, what was definitively not your true frequency. So that when your authentic frequency finally appears, embodied and radiant, you will recognize it without a shadow of a doubt, without hesitation. You will not talk yourself out of it with old fears or self-limiting beliefs. You will not shrink your light for it or make yourself palatable. Instead, you will courageously, joyfully, completely open to receive it. When this key authentically turns within your being, your entire energetic broadcast, your very vibrational signature, undergoes a profound and instantaneous transformation. You cease emitting the frequency of someone passively waiting to be chosen, hoping to be found, longing to be seen. Instead, you begin to powerfully emit the frequency of someone who already knows, with unwavering certainty, their intrinsic divine value, someone who is already chosen by the cosmos itself. That fundamental energetic shift is not just noticeable, it is exquisitely, irresistibly magnetic. That shift, that radiant knowing, is precisely what your divine counterpart has been patiently, lovingly waiting to receive, a clear signal cutting through all the cosmic noise. The second key, the mirror activation. They are not coming to complete you. They are coming to confirm what you have already become. There is a deeply ingrained and often painful misunderstanding embedded within the prevailing collective consciousness regarding how most people approach the sacred journey of partnership. They often harbor the belief, consciously or unconsciously, that their divine counterpart will miraculously arrive and magically heal them. That the presence of this love will be the ultimate medicine that finally renders them whole and complete. And so, in this state of perceived incompleteness, they wait, often unconsciously broadcasting a subtle, yet powerful frequency of lack, of what is missing. This energetic output, in accordance with the universal laws of resonance, inadvertently draws toward them reflections, or mirrors, of that very same incompleteness, perpetuating a cycle of seeking external validation. Your divine counterpart, beloved soul, is not a cosmic healer arriving to painstakingly fix your wounds, to mend your perceived brokenness. That is a role you must reclaim for yourself. Instead, they are a sacred witness, a perfect energetic mirror arriving to beautifully, powerfully confirm and reflect the radiant wholeness, the innate divinity that you have already courageously become through your own diligent inner work. There is a profound, fundamental difference between these two roles. A healer, by definition, inherently keeps you in the energetic position of being broken, of needing external repair. A witness, conversely, unequivocally calls you forward into the magnificent, fully realized being that you already intrinsically are, beckoning you to step into your sovereign power. This particular key, in its elegant simplicity, requires something profoundly challenging. You must be willing, with unwavering commitment, to undertake and complete your essential healing work before the grand reunion with your divine counterpart fully manifests. This is not because you are required to achieve a state of unattainable perfection, or because divine love must be painstakingly earned through suffering. Rather, it is because the pivotal, breathtaking moment of recognition, that indescribable instant when your eyes finally meet your counterparts, and something deep within your soul cries out, with absolute unwavering certainty, "This is the one." That sacred moment demands that you be present enough, open enough, and clear enough in your own energy to truly receive it. If you are still buried beneath layers of unprocessed pain, unreleased trauma, or lingering fear, you will, regrettably, be too defended, too guarded, to feel that profound recognition. You will question its authenticity, analyze its probability, and potentially even self-sabotage it, allowing it to slip past you because your unhealed wound, your old programming, will insist that such a perfect divine connection could not possibly be real, could not possibly be for you. When this key truly turns within your consciousness, you begin to approach your inner work, your healing journey, not as a performance designed to impress a future love, but as an utterly sacred act of profound devotion to your own divine self. You embark on this healing path, not because you perceive yourself as broken or incomplete, but because you intrinsically understand that you are sacred, a precious fragment of the divine. And as you courageously rise into a state of increasing wholeness, shedding old skins and reclaiming lost parts of yourself, your unique frequency inevitably lifts, becoming brighter, clearer, more expansive. And what lifts synchronously with your frequency is that of your divine counterpart, wherever they may be on this vast planet, in whatever stage of their own unfolding awakening, because you are intrinsically tethered, inextricably linked at the deepest level of the soul, like two cosmic dance partners moving in perfect synchronicity. What you diligently do for yourself, what you heal and transform within, you simultaneously do for the sacred bond that connects you both. Your individual light fuels the shared flame. The third key, the karmic dissolution. The contracts that were never meant to last must be released with grace. Throughout your earthly journey, you have, with an open and hopeful heart, loved people who were ultimately not your divine person. You have generously given years of your precious time, immense devotion, and countless fragments of your heart's energy to connections that, in their ultimate truth, were never designed to be eternally sustaining. And if you allow yourself to be brutally honest, there were undeniable moments within some of those relationships, quiet, uncomfortable stirrings in the middle of otherwise ordinary days, when some deeper part of you, your intuition, your soul's knowing, quietly whispered that something fundamental was not truly aligned, not resonating with your authentic truth. Yet, despite these inner promptings, you stayed. You lingered. Perhaps it was because the insidious wound of unworthiness, echoing old beliefs, told you with a convincing voice that this was the best you would ever receive, that you didn't deserve more. Perhaps it was because the primal fear of loneliness, of navigating this vast world alone, roared louder than the soft, persistent voice of your soul's wisdom. Let us be clear. These past relationships were not mistakes in the grand tapestry of your soul's journey. They were, in their purest form, karmic contracts. Sacred, pre-incarnation agreements made at the soul level with other beings to exchange specific, vital lessons, to courageously confront and heal particular ancestral or personal wounds, to call forward specific, dormant strengths within you that needed awakening. They served their precise purpose with an almost unnerving accuracy, fulfilling their karmic mandate. However, the truth is that some of these contracts, though valuable, were also overstayed. The lessons were learned, the purpose completed, the energetic contract inherently finished, yet you, out of habit, fear, or attachment, continued to draw from an energetic account that had already been closed, wondering with a growing sense of frustration why nothing new or fulfilling was genuinely coming through. This key, the third key, asks you to undertake a profoundly liberating act, to consciously, definitively, and gracefully complete what was never formally or energetically ended. It invites you to bravely look at the loves, the connections, the attachments you are still energetically tethered to, the phantom presences who continue to occupy mental and emotional space in your thoughts long after the physical relationship dissolved, the voices whose echoes still contribute to your deepest insecurities, the departures that left a raw, unaddressed wound you have been carrying quietly, secretly, for far longer than you would ever openly admit, and to, with intention and compassion, release them. This release is not to be undertaken with bitterness, with lingering resentment, or with overwhelming grief. Rather, it is to be executed with a profound sense of gratitude for the lessons learned, coupled with a gentle yet firm finality. You release them not because they were inherently bad or unworthy, but because continuing to energetically carry their weight, to keep their presence alive in your heart's inner chambers, is actively preventing the necessary space from being sacredly held and prepared for the one who is unequivocally coming toward you. the one who truly matches your frequency. When this key authentically turns within your being, you will experience a remarkable lightness, an energetic buoyancy that may feel almost disorienting in its unfamiliarity. You will sense the very energetic field around your heart chakra undergo a palpable shift, a profound loosening, a crystalline clearing, as if a magnificent door that was once sealed tightly by the energetic residue of old, completed loves is finally, irrevocably being opened. And through that newly cleared, expansive opening, fresh, vibrant, new frequency can now freely enter. Your divine counterpart cannot, by the laws of spiritual physics, walk into a room that is still fully furnished, still energetically occupied, with the remnants of someone else's presence. The clearing creates the invitation. The fourth key, the sacred timing surrender. The universe is not running late, it is running perfect. This particular key, the fourth key, is perhaps the most challenging, the most formidable, for those starseed souls who have been patiently, or perhaps impatiently, waiting for a profound length of time. Because the logical, linear mind, accustomed to earthly schedules and immediate gratification, insistently whispers that if something is truly, unequivocally meant to be, if it is a divine decree, then surely it should have arrived by now, its manifestation undeniable. It subtly suggests that any perceived delay is, in itself, insidious evidence of unworthiness, a cosmic oversight, or even a subtle punishment. It posits that perhaps the magnificent promise, the deep soul memory, was nothing more than a beautiful, yet ultimately false, illusion. And in those quiet, aching moments that stretch endlessly between the flickering flame of hope and the encroaching shadows of doubt, the mind's insistent whisper grows louder, more desperate. Maybe, it suggests, it is never coming at all. Let me be absolutely clear. That insidious whisper is not truth. That whisper is the voice of fear, cunningly wearing the deceptive mask of logic, attempting to dissuade you from your divine path. It is a siren song of doubt, designed to test your faith. The timing of sacred union, particularly for starseed connections, is never random, haphazard, or cruel. It is, in fact, exquisitely architectured with divine precision. Every single moment that has seemingly passed without the physical manifestation of your counterpart has been, in truth, a moment in which either you, or they, or both of you simultaneously, were still undergoing crucial preparation. You were still releasing deeply embedded patterns that would have inevitably stood as insurmountable barriers between you. You were still diligently growing into the most expansive, most resilient, most awakened version of yourself. The version that is authentically capable of not just receiving, but truly sustaining, a love of this unprecedented spiritual magnitude without collapsing under its glorious weight, without allowing unhealed wounds to unravel its delicate tapestry. Sacred union at the profound starseed level, by its very cosmic design, does not arrive before both souls are unequivocally ready, because the impact of such a union is far too significant, the ripple effect through the collective too vast, too far-reaching, for it to arrive prematurely and risk being undone, fragmented, or lost due to unaddressed trauma or unhealed wounds. The divine integrity of the connection must be preserved. The universe, in its infinite wisdom and boundless love, is not delaying your sacred love. It is, with meticulous care, actively protecting its profound integrity, ensuring its enduring strength and purity. It is building an unshakable foundation for a love that will quite literally change worlds. When this key authentically turns within your soul, you make a conscious, transformative choice that irrevocably alters your entire relationship with time itself. You cease living in the agonizing, expectant state of waiting. You stop meticulously measuring your precious days by the perceived absence of another, by the void you feel. Instead, you consciously begin to fill your present moments, your here and now, with every expression of expansion, of deep healing, of genuine, unadulterated joy that your heart can imagine and create. Not as a clever strategy to manipulate or attract your counterpart, but simply because your precious, unique life is unfolding. Now, in this very instant, and it is inherently worthy of your full, vibrant presence, your unreserved engagement, and your profound joy without any external condition. And paradoxically, when you truly surrender the waiting, when you release the energetic grip of expectation and attachment to a specific timeline, the arrival of your counterpart often accelerates with astonishing speed. Because you are no longer emitting the desperate frequency of lack, of something missing. You transmute into a powerful, resonant frequency of fulfillment, of completion within yourself, and fulfillment by its very nature is exquisitely magnetic. The fifth key, the frequency embodiment. You do not call in sacred love, you become it. This pivotal key signifies the completion of the often arduous external search for love, and instead initiates a profound internal broadcast from the deepest core of your being. Most people, in their earnest quest for love, are perpetually reaching outwards, tirelessly scanning the distant horizon for the elusive right person, fervently hoping to be discovered or found by the right frequency, the perfect match. Yet, the immutable laws of vibrational resonance dictate a simple, undeniable truth. You cannot authentically attract a high-frequency counterpart with a low-frequency signal. You cannot truly call in a sacred divine union while simultaneously broadcasting a deep-seated frequency of unworthiness, of inadequacy, of self-doubt. You cannot truly receive what you have not yet, through conscious effort and profound inner work, authentically become. The mirror of the universe simply reflects your inner state. This profound principle is not about performance. It's not about enacting a charade or merely acting as if you are whole when you genuinely feel fragmented. This is about actually committing to and diligently doing the deep, transformative work of becoming, at your very core, the embodiment of the sacred love you are so fervently seeking. It means consciously choosing, in every moment, to treat yourself with the same exquisite tenderness, the same gentle compassion, the same unwavering understanding that you ardently wish to receive from your divine counterpart. It means honoring your physical vessel, your sacred boundaries, your creative impulses, and your profound joy with the very same meticulous care, the same reverence, the same devotion that you would instinctively pour into the most sacred and cherished relationship. It means choosing, deliberately, in each seemingly ordinary moment of each ordinary day, to live, breathe, and exist as someone who is deeply, unequivocally, divinely worthy of receiving and radiating boundless love. Because here is the profound, resonant truth that the Arcturian heart transmissions carry as their core teaching, their central, unwavering wisdom. Love is not merely something that happens to you from the outside, a chance occurrence bestowed upon you by external forces. Love, in its highest, purest form, is an inherent state of being, a radiant frequency that you learn to cultivate, sustain, and expand from deep within your own sovereign heart. And your divine counterpart, being intricately connected to your energetic signature, is drawn to that incandescent state of being like a compass needle, inexorably drawn to the true north. They are not coming to give you love, for true love cannot be given or taken. It simply is. Rather, they are coming because they can perceive, feel, and recognize your unique, powerful frequency of embodied love from wherever they are on their own journey, across any distance. And that unmistakable resonance, that pure signal, is quite literally calling them home to you. When this key truly, deeply turns within you, you cease the anxious, often desperate act of hoping for someone to arrive. Instead, you powerfully shift into a state of simply radiating, becoming a living beacon of love. You stop praying to a distant universe for a particular person to manifest, and you begin the profound act of being the very frequency that makes their arrival not just possible, but utterly, divinely inevitable. You become so fully, so authentically yourself, so deeply grounded in the sacred sanctuary of your own heart, so magnificently expanded in your own unique, brilliant light, that your divine counterpart, wherever they are, has no other choice but to instinctively feel the undeniable signal of your radiant truth and follow it, with unwavering certainty, straight to you. The sixth key, the gift, hidden in separation. Distance was never abandonment, it was architecture. For those sensitive souls who have intimately known the specific, searing devastation of a connection that felt undeniably fated, preordained by the cosmos, and then, inexplicably, painfully fell apart. Or, for those who have experienced the profound yearning for such a connection that has not yet, despite every inner knowing, fully manifested. This key, the sixth key, offers not just sola, but a vital lifeline of understanding. Because the pain of separation, when experienced at the profound starseed level, is unlike any ordinary heartbreak. It carries with it a deep, almost primal disorientation, a sense of cosmic dislocation that extends far beyond the conventional grief of loss. It carries the chilling, unsettling feeling of being irrevocably severed from something absolutely essential, something pre-human, something that your soul, at its very core, recognizes as its true home, its undeniable point of origin. And that specific, potent pain, when it is not fully understood, not consciously processed and transmuted, can fester and become a wound so profoundly deep, so exquisitely sensitive, that it effectively causes your heart to entirely close, to retreat into an impenetrable fortress of self-protection. However, the truth, in its radiant simplicity, is this: separation between souls at this elevated level of frequency is never accidental, never a random act of fate. And crucially, it is never permanent, unless one of the souls, in their free will, stubbornly refuses the profound growth, the necessary evolution, that the very experience of separation is so urgently requiring of them. Every single period of distance, be it physical, emotional, or even dimensional, is, in its divine purpose, a period of accelerated deepening, a crucible for expansion. It is the universe, in its infinite wisdom and masterful design, actively creating sacred space for each individual soul to undertake crucial work, to shed old paradigms, to cultivate new strengths, to heal ancient wounds, work that they simply could not accomplish, could not fully embody, while comfortably nestled in the familiar presence of each other. This separation is, in essence, sacred work, a profound spiritual assignment, often dressed in the most painful, most challenging clothing imaginable, relentlessly asking each of you to rise, to evolve, to become more. It is the architectural phase of your grand reunion. When this key genuinely turns within your heart, you cease to interpret the perceived gap, the painful chasm of absence, as undeniable evidence that something went catastrophically wrong, that the divine plan has somehow been derailed. Instead, you begin, with clear eyes and an open heart, to perceive it as irrefutable evidence that something truly enormous, something of cosmic significance, is being meticulously prepared, being divinely architected. You learn to consciously utilize this time, not to suffer in the agonizing throes of absence, not to dwell in the void, but rather to passionately, courageously expand into everything the absence itself is calling you, empowering you to become. You transform the time of waiting into a time of becoming. And as you diligently undertake this profound inner work, as you expand and evolve, the separation, seemingly insurmountable before, begins to naturally, organically close. Not because you forcibly willed it, not because you desperately manipulated circumstances, but because both frequencies have, through individual growth and unwavering commitment, finally aligned, finally resonated, at the precise, elevated level that the glorious reunion unequivocally requires. The architecture is complete. The seventh key, the final opening. Everything has been leading here. There arrives a singular, magnificent moment on every starseed love journey, a crescendo point where all the preceding keys have been diligently, consciously, and courageously turned. It is a sacred threshold where the profound sense of worthiness has been fully reclaimed, like an ancient birthright remembered, where the intricate web of karmic cords binding you to past attachments has been lovingly, gracefully cut, where the relentless demands of the ego's timeline have been completely surrendered to the impeccable wisdom of sacred timing, where the authentic, high-frequency essence of love has been fully embodied, breathed into every cell of your being, where the painful, yet purposeful, periods of separation have been deeply understood, their hidden gifts revealed as architectural necessities, and where the inner mirror of your soul has been polished, cleansed, until it shines with an unblemished, brilliant clarity, reflecting only your true, divine self. And in that precise alchemical moment, something utterly extraordinary, something profoundly transformative, happens deep within the sanctuary of your chest. A sacred door opens, not with a grand fanfare, not with dramatic theatrics or a sudden flash of light, but with the quietest, most profound, most undeniable click you have ever, in your entire existence, felt resonate through your being. And in that instant of crystalline clarity, you realize, with an overwhelming wave of truth, that the entire time you were diligently, earnestly looking for your divine counterpart, you were, in a deeper, more profound sense, actually finding yourself. This, my beloved soul, is the seventh key. And unlike the others, it cannot be intellectually grasped or simply handed to you as a concept or a technique. It can only be profoundly, authentically arrived at through the lived experience, the courageous journey, and the unwavering devotion to your own spiritual growth. It is the destination that reveals the true journey. This final sacred door opens when you have diligently, lovingly, and consistently done the profound inner work, not with the ulterior motive of attracting someone, not as a means to an end, but purely because you recognize, deep within your bones, that you are inherently, divinely worthy of your own unwavering devotion, your own unconditional love. It opens when your love for yourself has blossomed into something so genuine, so complete, so utterly full, so profoundly unconditional, that the very thought of your divine counterpart no longer carries any lingering trace of desperation, any hint of longing born from lack, only a warm, resonant, unwavering knowing. Not if they will come, not a desperate pleas for their arrival, just a serene, certain when. And even in the period of waiting, you find yourself residing in a state of profound, unshakable peace. Even in the gentle embrace of solitude, you realize, with a radiant smile, that you are perfectly whole, perfectly complete. Even in the quiet stillness of an ordinary night, bathed in the soft glow of moonlight, you are utterly, irrevocably home in yourself, rooted in your own divine essence. That luminous frequency, that complete, sovereign, heart-open, fully embodied frequency of self-love and self-acceptance is, without question, the single most powerful, most magnetic signal in the entire universe. It traverses distances and dimensions that the linear mind cannot even begin to measure or comprehend. It reaches your divine counterpart wherever they are in their unique journey, whatever their current stage of awakening, and communicates to them at a level beneath words, at the deepest resonance of soul, a message clear and unmistakable. The one I have been looking for, the one I am destined to meet, has finally arrived fully in themselves. I can come now. The path is clear. The time is now. And they come. Here is what must be unequivocally said before this profound transmission gracefully closes, and it must be articulated plainly, directly, and with the full, undeniable weight of what is eternally true, reverberating through your very being. You are not unloved, dear one. You are not forgotten, lost in the vastness of the cosmos. You are not too late. Your timeline is impeccable. You are not too damaged, for every scar tells a story of strength. You are not too complicated. Your complexity is your cosmic tapestry. And you are, most certainly, never too much, for your magnitude is your divine essence. You are a magnificent soul, who consciously chose one of the most extraordinary, most challenging, and ultimately most rewarding agreements available in this particular dimension of experience. You chose, with immense courage and boundless love, to come to Earth carrying an inherent frequency of love so rare, so potent, so truly powerful that finding its perfect energetic match requires not merely luck or chance, but a profound conscious activation from within. It demands not just fleeting hope, but unwavering internal alignment with your highest truth. It necessitates not patience alone, but the courageous, devotional, persistent work of becoming the fullest, most radiant, most authentic possible version of the love you inherently came here to give, to embody, and to share. Every single heartbreak you have bravely survived, every tender bruise upon your soul, was not, in its deepest truth, a punishment inflicted upon you by an unkind universe. It was, instead, a profound purification, a sacred cleansing fire, diligently burning away all that was not your authentic truth, making space for your true essence to emerge. Every love that did not ultimately last, every connection that gracefully dissolved, was not a failure of your heart or your worth. It was, rather, a meticulous preparation, an essential training, guiding you with precision toward the one who perfectly matches your frequency. Every long night you spent questioning whether love would ever truly find you, whether you were genuinely worthy of being chosen, whether the sacred union you felt vibrating in the deepest recesses of your bones was, in fact, real and attainable. Every one of those nights was a night your soul was growing stronger. Your energetic frequency was becoming clearer, more refined, and the path to your destined reunion was, imperceptibly yet certainly, getting shorter, more defined, less abstract. Ed. The profound, often excruciating loneliness you have felt is not, as your ego might suggest, irrefutable evidence that love has somehow passed you by, that you are destined to walk this path alone. On the contrary, it is powerful, undeniable evidence that your soul, in its magnificent integrity, fiercely refuses to settle for anything less than the real thing, the authentic, high-frequency connection it remembers. That resolute refusal to compromise, that unwavering commitment to your deepest truth, is not stubbornness or unrealistic idealism. It is, in its purest form, integrity. It is your courageous heart holding the line, standing firm for a frequency that truly, authentically matches yours, refusing to dilute its powerful signal, refusing to pretend, refusing to conform to anything less than your divine birthright. And here, beloved soul, is the final, most encompassing piece of this profound wisdom, the one the Arcturian transmissions return to again and again, like a recurring motif in a cosmic symphony, as their central, undeniable truth. The sacred love between starseed souls is never, ever, just about those two individual souls. When two frequencies at this elevated level of light, two magnificent cosmic beings, finally come together in sacred, undeniable union, the ripple of their combined energy moves outward, expanding exponentially. Other hearts across the globe feel its subtle tremor, its gentle warmth. Other relationships, seemingly disconnected, shift and soften in response. People who have long given up on the very concept of love, who have closed their hearts to its possibility, suddenly find a delicate stirring within, a flicker of hope rekindled, without ever knowing why, without ever consciously understanding that somewhere on the planet, two souls finally remembered each other, and, in that remembering, sent a powerful wave of pure, activated frequency through the collective field that quietly, invisibly, yet profoundly, lit something back up in everyone it touched. Your love, dear one, is not merely your personal, private love to cherish alone. It is, in its essence, a vital contribution to the profound healing, the collective awakening, and the luminous evolution of this entire world. So do not, under any circumstances, give up on it. Do not trade this precious, destined connection for something easier, something more immediately accessible, but ultimately less fulfilling. Do not settle for a connection that is merely comfortable, safe, or convenient when your soul, in its ancient wisdom, came here specifically for one that is utterly transformative, utterly paradigm-shifting, utterly divine. Keep diligently turning the keys. Keep courageously clearing the signal of your heart. Keep becoming more fully, more courageously, more beautifully, and more authentically yourself with each passing moment. Your divine counterpart is not a stranger, a nebulous concept existing in some distant future. They are a soul you have loved across countless lifetimes, across myriad star systems, across the kind of unfathomable distances that make this present reunion all the more sacred, all the more miraculous. And they are, right now, in this very instant, finding their way back to you, weaving through every intricate layer of this shared existence, meticulously following the unmistakable signal of your open, your healed, your fully embodied, and your gloriously radiant heart. Trust this profound truth. Tend to your heart with unwavering care and devotion. Let your light, your love, grow so incandescently radiant that absolutely nothing in this vast, beautiful universe could possibly miss it, could possibly mistake its call. The reunion, beloved soul, is not a distant someday, a fleeting promise on the horizon. It is an already, a timeless truth woven into the fabric of creation. You are simply, gracefully, walking toward a moment that has already been divinely written, already perfectly orchestrated, already eternally secured, and you are almost there. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what is forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart journey. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or love. This is not content. It is collective healing. Love multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated, do not keep it to yourself. Someone in your life is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow of divine love guidance. You are not just watching, you are healing. This is your sacred space, and we are just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it, respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.